It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got Breece Hall. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Jets and the Patriots, just ahead on EA Sports.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep? We're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
James has got it, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against that. different looks and then attacking.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He finds Douglas complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really
confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a catch right side by Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Jets first down.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 25 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets! Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And it's fielded at the 34. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of the game for Adams, and he's got a first down.
First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down. You look at this Patriots defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running left, it's Hall. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Hassan Reddick, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew. Back. New England's offense set to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm
fantasy
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team. rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy live, but why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
You're an
you do
analyst.
it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well,
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 19 yards away. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
He'll take this to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
94 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, New York.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Jets, first down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curled.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Patriots 3. Greg Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Formation for the Patriots.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NYJ Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We are
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
At the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And New York set to take the field.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
They'll run with Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
On play action, now Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
129 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hall again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Well, we're still in the third. Some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fielded just inside the 30.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Paul again.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 158 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
A toss left side for Hall.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Second down and 10.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Brees Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
They'll go again with Hall. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
A 46-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. In Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short pass caught by Henry, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Patriots 6. Brings Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And now out come the Patriots.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And New York set to take the field.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jets.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. 2nd down and 3.
Up the middle they go. Benson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
First down, New York.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out.
And the Jets continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47.
He'll look to throw. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2.
Back to throw again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
On 2nd down now. It's Benson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Benson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Benson, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Come on. Hey.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Benson. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every